about rules and regulations for throwing away for individuals who are throwing away rubbish and stuff on the ocean.
Okay, all right, thank you. Anything else? What is the topic related to this image here, related to this picture?
Environment in danger.
I think teacher and
Environment in danger.
Guys, please raise your hands. It will make so much better for each of us to have an organized session class. Yes, Tarek.
The message is in here. Don't use bottles. Try to use it. Save Earth. It will be dangerous for Earth.
Try, don't use it. Is it correct to say like that? Try, don't use it. Try not.
Minimize to use it.
Yeah, minimize is okay, but try not to use. This is the infinitive. Okay, Osman, what were you trying to say?
I think here is a place where the rubbish and through it, landfill.
Do you think this one is a landfill here?
I think so.
Are you sure? Right
No,
next
no.
to this beautiful, beautiful water, maybe some sea. It looks like part of the beach here. Joara, yes.
Yes, I think there's a like message, don't damage or destroy our environment or beautiful scenes like this by throw a lot of rubbish here.
By throwing a lot of rubbish. Yeah, definitely. Okay, anyone else would like to express their opinion? Adnan, Abdelwadud, haven't heard from you. Yes, Adnan.
I think the main point is.
Jen, sorry. Yes, Adnan, go ahead.
I think the main point from this topic is not to to reduce the usage of plastic, because plastic isn't biodegradable. Because most of it will go into the ocean and cause pollution and risks to marine lives.
Yeah.
Animals.
Marine animals, yeah, definitely. The lives of animals, or the lives of marine animals. You can use life in plural as well, right? Yes, as what else did you want to add?
Government should take an action to individuals who are throwing plastics and rubbish on the beaches and making marine animals. This is kind of a solution for it.
Yeah. Okay, so now what you're going to do, I'll put you in the breakout rooms, and here is what you're going to do, guys. There will be 3 groups. Now, the first, and you will have 7 minutes. You will have 7 minutes. Each of the groups will have 7 minutes to discuss. Now, the first, as you can see, this picture is related to plastic waste, something that you have mentioned a couple of times. So one of you will talk about causes of plastic waste. Another group, group number 2, will talk about dangers of plastic waste. And the third one will discuss how to reduce plastic waste. Are these points clear?
Yes.
So
you will have 7 minutes to discuss it together as a group. Try to be very specific. Like, for example, there are 3 main causes, or there are 2 or 5 or 6 ways to reduce plastic waste. So you discuss this together, and after that, when you come back to our main session, one of you will present. Okay, one of you will present. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay,
yep.
so
Yes, sure.
I'll put you now in the breakout room, and I will come to each of the rooms, and I will let you know what you need to prepare. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
So there are 3 groups opening up, and just 1 second. All right. So please accept my invitations and you can go work. Hi guys,
Hello, teacher.
Dude and Saeed. So you need to guys talk about how to reduce plastic waste, okay? How to reduce plastic waste. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Start working.
Yeah. There are so many. There are so many.
Ed and Tarek,
Sorry, yeah.
you need to talk about
Sorry, yeah.
plastic waste. Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Teacher, can you
Talk about
Yeah, of course.
please wait. Yeah. Because I'm not hearing well from you. Yes.
I can't hear you well. Ez, I think you're having issues with your connection right now. You're breaking and very slow.
Yes.
I think you're
I
having.
know. I'm on the country using your mobile as well.
So
Maybe there is a problem.
I
there.
repeat again, you need to talk about the danger of plastic waste. Okay, you can start.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, guys. So
Yeah.
you need to talk about the causes of plastic waste. The causes of plastic waste.
Okay.
You can start discussing. You will have 7 minutes for that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure what. Instead of using plastic, you could store it in what do they call it? Like in a container, and it can be used more times instead of the plastic, which is one-time use.
So I think that will cycle our
Stainless
our
steel containers, I think.
our
Stainless.
Hmm?
Stainless containers.
Yeah, but that will go into the first, the first option that we said, to refuse all the plastic bags or the plastic things.
Yeah, that could be also a point.
Yeah, up to now we are
I'd also
cycling
say,
the same
when I
thing.
mentioned the second point, I think talking about plastic bottles, what I meant was maybe bringing a plastic, not plastic, a mug, if you want to have maybe
Silver
coffee.
glasses.
Yeah, for example, a mug.
Or a tumbler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for example, if you want to have coffee or drinks.
Okay, good.
And
I
also,
think
Marine animals. It kills all kind of marine animals. As we are now the animals, there is marine animals eat other marine animals, right? So its effects on the food of some marine animals and minimize the life opportunities on the some marine animals. On the other side, it kills as well marine animals. So yeah, that's my point. And for to add of that, plastic waste kills up to 1 million seabirds a year. As
Sorry. Can you say it again?
yeah, plastic waste kills up to 1 million seabirds a year. As with the sea turtles, we seabirds, and just plastic. What's the causes? Causes it takes up room on their stomachs, sometimes causing starvation. So for causing, sorry, teacher. So when this kind of marine animals eat a rubbish or a plastic waste,
that's the point. Try not to spend too much time on discussing the same point.
Yeah.
Marine animals, okay, that's very clear. Big danger. What else?
Yeah.
it kills up to 1 million seabirds, teacher. That's another point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we also have how it affects the natural resource. As I said, it can destroy and beautiful. It can destroy a beautiful and big forests in some countries, like Somalia. The plastic bags or plastic wastes can meet or can close with the trees, and then the trees.
Also think about the fourth
how to
reason.
reduce? Yeah, how to reduce the plastic
No,
waste?
no, it's not our topic.
Yeah.
We just talk about the causes.
Yeah,
Okay.
only causes. That's it.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
Yeah.
How many do
Okay.
you have already?
Yes, we
3.
finished it.
Okay, good.
Also, I think
What do you think, John?
I'll try to find fourth causes. I think there is no substitutions, a lot of substitution available in
Yes,
our
And
country.
instead of plastic.
instead of
Yeah, in
plastic.
our country, yes, because we mentioned that three reasons. The first one about the awareness, lack of awareness, and the community at all. For example, in terms of the government, there is not the government not to make a strict law or also try to increase the awareness of the people, and the people themselves, they in our country they didn't try to read about anything about the environment, how to
So
keep.
they are not trying to educate themselves at all.
Yes.
They don't care.
Yes. Yes. And the second reason we talk about the cheapest, because I think the plastic is cheapest than glasses. And
Cheaper. You mean it's cheaper?
Yeah, yeah, cheaper, because it's cheapest one. So I think retail store use it for this reason.
For this reason. Okay, guys, discuss for 1 more minute, and then you can come back to the main session.
Okay.
I would say 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Fantastic, actually. Okay, so everyone is back, I suppose, right? Everyone's back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back to our share screen right now with this picture of plastic waste. So I asked you different groups to talk about causes, dangers of plastic waste, and also how to reduce this issue. Now, if we had to organize, what would be the first point to talk about, and what would be the last one? Out of these 3, what do you think we start with?
It's actually in order, teacher.
Yeah.
We educate people about the danger.
No, wait, you didn't get me. We have 3 things to discuss: causes, dangers, and how to reduce plastic waste. So what do you think we should talk about first? Causes, dangers?
I think
danger.
Dangerous.
Yes.
Dangerous.
After that,
second is how.
Then causes.
Excuses. And then solutions, which
and
is how to reduce.
Okay, and this is how we'll start. Now, danger, it was the group of Abdurrahman, Ez, and Tariq. Okay, so Tariq, would you like to speak about the dangers of plastic waste?
No, we have already voted for Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman, okay.
Yep.
Abdurrahman, you're welcome to start. You have about 3 minutes.
Yeah, and as we will add something, and Thank you, Tija. And we have to focus the dangers of plastic waste, and I will make a small presentation about that. And our group were addressed and the effects of the dangers of the plastic waste, and we addressed that. And there is a big dangers from the plastic waste. It's like it affects marine animals, as we say. Number one. Number two, it affects the natural resources. And when we are talking about this way, it's about the land, not the sea. And number three is the danger. This danger, how it affects the air. Yeah. Number one, and
air. What do you mean by effect on air?
He means the pollution and climate changes.
Yeah.
Now,
Tija, I will make a small explanation about each one. The first one is marino animals. It can kill all kinds of in marino. I mean of marino animals.
Marino.
It affects the food of marino, and sometimes it can minimize the life of some marino animals. And when we are talking about how it affects the environment in the land, and the plastic bags can meet the trees in the forest, and soon you can see all the trees are starting to die, are struggling or surviving to maintain their life and soil, something like that. The nutrition, they missing their nutrition, and then all the trees are starting to die, and soon you will see all that forest is becoming something like desert. Yeah, it's just like burning. So it has a big effect. When it comes the air and the danger with air, and this plastic waste is makes gas, and then that gas can dissolve this in necessary natural air fresh, and then sometimes it can affect the ecosystem and the greenhouse.
That's it. And now let me do the solutions and the conclusions, teacher, in very quick, only 1 minute. So now
wait, no solutions.
Conclusions?
No solutions, because we have another group to talk about solutions.
Teacher, I think it's about the conclusion of our presentation.
Conclusion. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, over to you.
It's we conclude that we can say that it's our responsibility to protect our environment and to save our earth from being destroyed, and that's a responsibility either for the government party or the individual's party. That's it. That's our representation. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. This was a very good.
Yeah, that was the presentation of our group from our group.
All.
Thank you, teacher.
You guys, well done. Now, does anyone here have a question for any of the guys in the group in terms of the danger of plastic waste? Does anyone have questions? No? Okay. Now, you mentioned the phrase minimize life of animals. It would be probably better to say to shorten their lives. And what is the synonym of the verb affect? To affect. What is the synonym? Do you know any other synonyms?
Impact.
Impact. Yes, this is a very strong synonym, very common one. So you can say to affect the environment, affect something, or to impact. Now, this is the verb. You can also have a noun, to have an effect on something, or you can say to have an impact on something. All right, so try to work with these phrases interchangeably if you can. Don't just use the same effect all the time. Try to use impact, verb or noun. Okay, good. Well done, guys. Let me see. Yes, cheer to everyone. Tarek, you're raising your hand. Do you have any questions? You want to say something?
No, no, teacher. No, thank you.
Just lower it down. All right, so now we are going to our causes of plastic. And this was Saeed, Abdiwadud, and Adnan. So who would like
I
to?
think, teacher, we would reduce the plastic waste. How to reduce?
Oh yeah, of
Here's
course.
causes by
Of course.
us.
Causes
Yeah.
is Joara and Osman. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Joara, Osman, who is presenting?
Osman, can I or you?
Osman, maybe
Go ahead,
Osman, you
Joara.
can start, and Joara,
Yes.
you can add whatever he missed.
Yes, that's good.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, thank you everyone here. And I want to talk about the causes of the plastic waste. Plastic waste causes, I think it is a lack of awareness, first of all. And it causes lack of awareness. Although the community in one place, they have to be or to have the authorities, those tell the risks of the plastic waste and how it affects their life is also and their environment. I think the causes is only without awareness or lack of awareness. The second one is I think there is no any government that is and that makes a forbidden of restriction. Imposed a restriction is not to import or import from another countries like a plastic is in their country. So that I think the second one is that the third one is there is no any citizen people or people those think or those established agencies or a community those start to establish or to talk about or activists to their environment or their lives and that made to collect or to make programs using platforms or social media to tell people not to use this plastic.
Okay,
waste.
you are now kind of overlapping with the solutions. Be careful with that because we are not touching on the solutions right now, only causes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, carry on. Lack of awareness is definitely a huge cause. Definitely you're on track here. Keep going. Anything else or Joara, you want to continue?
Joara is
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Osman. Also, there is because the plastic bag is considered as cheapest cheapest one instead of using cardboard or any other materials. So lots of retail store dealers use it. In addition, people like using plastic bag because it's light, and also it's easy to use when they go to a picnic, and just when they finish, just throw it away or maybe just throw in the rubbish or in the bin because they didn't need to get it back to the home, just throw it.
Take it back. They don't need to take it back, right?
Yes.
Their house.
I think this is the most common causes.
Okay, all right, yeah, for sure. Now, if you could make a conclusion, both of you guys, Osman and Jar, what would it be? Conclusion to your short talk.
Related to the causes or in general?
Yeah, related to causes, related to what you have just said.
Teacher, I could say, and the conclusion of our presentation is, and I say, the plastic waste is as dangerous, affects and the environment and the health of our community. So, and I could say not to use and the plastic waste also. And I encourage the government or the authorities, every country, not to forbid or to stop and to enter in their country plastic waste.
All right. So yeah, your conclusion is a little bit connected to the solutions already, right? Yeah. Okay. So basically doing what we can to minimize those causes. Does anyone have questions for Osman or Joara for their team related to the causes, guys?
For me, no.
No. Okay. Anyone else? Now, I liked the collocation that you, Osman, have used. You said impose restrictions on, for example, somebody. Do you guys know, are you familiar with this phrase, to impose restrictions on someone?
Not really for me.
So, for example, the government should impose restrictions on using plastic, which means they need to introduce, or in other words, they need to put limits, they need to put restrictions on doing something. Like, for example, businesses can use as much plastic as they can, for example. If governments can impose restrictions, like you are allowed to use only this amount, cannot use more than that, this is what it means.
Yeah, I get the point, teacher.
Okay,
quite
so
easy.
This is a very good phrase, especially when you happen to talk about global issues like plastic waste, environmental issues, and so on. I also liked when Joara mentioned the connecting words like in addition. Remember, when you give talks like this, it's almost the same as writing. When you write an essay, you have to use those linking phrases. First, in addition, furthermore, moreover. The same goes for your talk, because when you talk a lot, you need to make sure people follow what you're saying. And when you say these phrases, to be the first, the second, in addition, we know that you move on to the next point. Okay, great. So now finally solutions. So Saeed, Adnan, or Abdulwadud, who is presenting?
I'm going to present.
Okay, you're presenting, and then Abdulwadud may add something else, or even Saeed can summarize. Okay, go.
Okay, so as our fellow students mentioned the causes and the risks, I would like to mention some tips to reduce plastic waste. Firstly, to begin with, to reduce plastic waste, we have to first of all reduce the usage of plastic, or completely cut off the usage of plastic. To add, secondly, to those who use plastic but who would like to use plastic but in a short way, they could do some. I think they should be cautious about the main or the major cause, which is rubbish, or I think plastic rubbish. So they should properly secure their garbage bags. So, for example, it doesn't get thrown away when they put it out, and it would be also be easier for the garbage trucks to take it away, so it doesn't cause land pollution. Another point I would like to add is to use for plastic. To use plastic, there are some bins where you could recycle plastic, to just throw them on the recycling bin. Okay. Furthermore, we have comes shopping. Many people use shopping bags, plastic shopping bags, and I would prefer people to use or bring their own shopping bag, which is made of, I think, some cloth, which can be reusable. And also, same goes to not only shopping. but also like our essential things like food. When it comes to food, there are a lot of people use, instead of stainless steel containers, they use plastic and they throw them away, and it could cause plastic waste. So we should use containers for food. Sometimes instead of using plastic, plastic cutlery tools or items, we can use the stainless one, which could be fork, a spoon, or knife. And also, then when it comes to drinks, they could use, for example, if they want to have coffee, they could use mug or even a glass to drink, which is reusable, as I mentioned. Okay, moving on, we can also minimize the usage of plastic, as I mentioned, to not only help our environment, but also to reduce the risks of marine animals getting killed or infected. So that was it.
All right, thank you very much. I was about to say that your 3 minutes are up. Abdiwadud or Saeed, do you have anything to add or any conclusion from you?
I would like to conclude, teacher.
Okay.
We have discussed four main ways of reducing the plastic waste, and the first was to reuse the bag. For example, to
Please don't go
not
again
buy
to
the
the
wrapped
examples,
veggies or something.
Abdiwadud, we don't need to repeat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just summarize very clearly, final 1-2 sentences, that's it.
Reviews. The second one was to bring reusable shell, and the fourth one was to reuse it again.
Okay.
That was the main ones we discussed.
All right, thank you for summarizing. Guys, do you have any questions for the team regarding the solutions, how to reduce?
Not really.
No.
All right, well, thank you very much for your very good points and discussion. That was quite useful, I hope, for everyone. Now, speaking of recycling, just to give you an idea, in your book, and I will share that page with you right now, on page number 39, you have this article. What is the name of it? Can you please read?
Why your recycling is not working.
Yeah, okay. So this is something you need to read at home today, okay? For tomorrow's class, you need to read it at home, and I will ask you to do this section 6, where you need to do a few exercises related to the article. So just because somebody mentioned recycle, yes, all of us, most of us think that it's super useful, but very often it doesn't work. And here's why. So please read this one. But for now, I would like to move to page number 37, right here. Right here, speaking section 4, and this is what I'd like to discuss with you. What is it, Jar? What does it say?
Zero waste.
Zero waste. So has any one of you heard this concept, zero waste? And if you
Yep,
have,
of course.
what is it? Okay, great.
It's all about using everything that you have. For example, food. If you are buying food and then cook it, you will not throw anything. You're gonna eat all the food on the plate.
Okay.
That's kind of. And if you bought some supplies or any electronic devices, you will use it until it's got broke for real, not just like buying every new year the new brand or the new device of the year. The other one, just throw it away. That's kind of wasting.
All right, good. Yeah, these are very much correct examples. Anyone else? Zero waste. Have you seen this concept before? Have you been using it?
Yeah, I think they try to use reuse anything instead of throw it away. Or if I cannot if I cannot use it, maybe you can use it and not. For example, if I have a device, a laptop, for example, that doesn't work, maybe I can reuse it by sell it and the shop and yeah, and they use the part of
and they can
like
use
screen.
parts of that phone, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So that's the concept of reusing. Great. Adnan, yes, what else would you like to add?
I think the main concept of zero waste is so no trash is sent into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So to reuse everything,